Psychology shows that cutting off old friends is rarely impulsive, cold, or heartless. Most of the time, it happens after a long period of quiet emotional calculation. People don't wake up one day and erase years of connection. They slowly realize that the relationship no longer fits who they've become. Here's what psychology actually reveals. 1. Their identity has shifted faster than their social circle. As people grow, their values, boundaries, and self-image change. Psychology shows that when identity evolves, the mind seeks alignment. Old friendships often reflect earlier versions of the self. Versions built around survival, confusion, or limitation. Staying connected can feel like being pulled backward into a role that no longer exists. Cutting off contact becomes a way to protect identity stability, not a rejection of history. 2. Emotional labor became one-sided over time. Psychologists note that relationships don't usually end because of one big conflict. They end because of emotional imbalance. When one person consistently listens, supports, explains, or adapts while the other remains unchanged, the cost quietly accumulates. Eventually, the brain stops seeing the relationship as connection and starts registering it as effort. Distance then feels like relief. 3. They stopped explaining themselves. One of the clearest psychological signals before a cutoff is silence. People stop defending their choices, correcting misunderstandings, or asking to be seen. Psychology explains this as emotional withdrawal, not apathy. When someone feels repeatedly misunderstood, the mind conserves energy by disengaging. Cutting off friends often happens only after communication has already failed internally. 4. They outgrew the role. They were assigned. Old friendships often lock people into fixed identities. The funny one, the weak one, the reckless one, the quiet one. Psychology shows that when someone grows beyond that role, resistance from others can feel suffocating. The cutoff isn't about disliking friends. It's about refusing to stay confined to an outdated version of the self. 5. They accepted that closure doesn't always come from conversation. One of the hardest psychological shifts is realizing that not every ending needs an explanation. Some people won't understand no matter how clearly it's explained. Psychology shows that emotionally mature individuals accept silent closure when dialogue no longer leads to insight. Distance becomes the boundary. Cutting off old friends doesn't mean someone is cold, arrogant, or ungrateful. Psychology shows it often means they finally chose coherence over chaos. Not all connections are meant to last forever. Some are meant to shape you and then release you. The healthiest minds learn when holding on costs more than letting go. Have you ever ended a friendship because you outgrew it? Or because staying felt heavier than leaving? Follow for more psychology-backed insights on autonomy, respect, and mental strength.